What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and if you want to catch up on the rest of the series so far, go ahead and check the description below. I'll have the whole series down there in order for everybody. So all three of our war table missions should be wrapped up, so maybe we'll get some more progress on the Calpernia situation. Regardless of that, I think when we get to the end of that situation, it will be about time for us to go to Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. Because I want to save Empress de Leon and Emerald Graves until after this, so we have opportunities to do all the war table operations that come after this. So the Calpernia arc will be the last thing we do before we go to Halam Sharal, which is a very interesting thing. A letter delivered to Skyhold. It was a pleasure meeting with your representatives. We are happy to lend the Inquisition our support. Tyrion Veneto, on behalf of Her Grace, Duchess Amalia, and they sent us a Navaran toy soldier. That's cute. I guess we have their assistance. The Grey Warden supply cache gave us some excellent equipment, useful to any military force. It also included several rare designs not seen for hundreds of years. They should serve us well in the fights to come, Commander Cullen. I guess I already had those schematics because of the Nug, which is why they didn't show up here where they normally would. Where was the third? Oh, Trouble in Skyhold, that's what it was. Nightingale, 2 points. That book is abysmal, and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. 2. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Scrivener. And then where was the Corpheus thing, the Calpernia? There it is. Plant a crystal in Venatori headquarters. A scrolled note from Arcanist Dagna to Sister Leliana. L. It's all ready. I tested out the crystal halves, and everything one half records, the other receives. Now your spies just have to find the camp, sneak into it, figure out where Calpernia works, hide the crystal there without getting caught, then sneak out. Piece of cake. D. This will take time as well as people, Inquisitor, but the reward is obvious. Let us begin.
Inquisitor.
We got 18 minutes to kill in the meantime. What else do we have around the place? We don't care about that. I don't even know why that's still lit up. Oh, we did that one. Those are completed. College of Magi is still a thing, and the Old Guard forward. Lord de Rosier is asking for additional assurances and partnerships as he drives his family through the mire of allegiances in the capital. Some houses have switched sides. Others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of officially losing all standing. More and more, they are concerned with station and alliance over whatever objections they stated about the Inquisition. Give him something indirect so that he knows of our support, but the others do not consider us directly tied. We gain Lord de Rosier by demonstrating our strength. I'm sure he would appreciate the prestige of our soldiers. Very well. We can commit more in the way of agreements for future conflict, although I will not compromise Inquisition's sovereignty. Yeah, I'm not prepared to send him like a brigade or battalion of my troops just to give him like a cock extension. Then again, maybe giving him some of those would be better than promising support in future conflicts. At least in this way, we can take it away should we choose, at any time we like, right? This signs us onto something, whereas this is temporary and can be taken away if we change our minds. So actually, I think I will send Cullen for that. He can have some soldiers, and then if it comes to it, we can just take them away, right? If it becomes a problem. The situation is unfolding in the Navaran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which, until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion, was the philosophical heart of the circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become the home to a number of mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground, with Duke Sandral and Axis doing nothing to stop them. Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college once its magical defenses are breached. Use diplomacy with Duke Sandral. He must be convinced to intercede. We should send in agents to evacuate the college. They can be brought to Skyhold, along with their artifacts. Send in a force to occupy the college. We can protect the innocents and recover anything useful. So here I would actually like to send Cullen, I think. Because if the Venatori want the building, they're not getting the building. So I'll be sending Cullen on that. But I think that about puts us in a position where we have nothing else to do until this ticks over, which is 15 minutes. So I guess I'll edit it on up and I'll catch you all when that is finished.
If you require any help finding this woman who leads the Venatori, I do keep contacts into Winter.
Thank you, but I must involve as few people as possible. Calpernia has a gift for ferreting out spies close to her door.
Well, let's hope that's not entirely true, because our war table operation for planting that crystal is completely finished. So, Inquisitor, I'm picking up conversations from the memory crystal we hid in Calpernia's camp. Leliana is reviewing what we've captured. She could tell you Calpernia's closest lieutenants, the last 3 books she's read, and her favorite tea. It's mint. Go listen when you have a moment, Dagna. So would we go listen to that at Leliana, or would we go listen to that at Dagna? And I totally just forgot to re-up on one of those war table missions, because we wanted to use Leliana for something, right? I'm sure. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. A report from Antiva delivered to Leliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Mason. Lord Enzo attends the theatre on the same night each week. His home is empty, save a few servants during that time. My agents could pay a visit. I have a cousin in Rialto. If she threw a soiree and invited Lord Enzo, his house would be clear for Liliana's agent. Let's get the party.
Inquisitor?
Let's get the party. We're still sending Liliana. Technically, we're just having a different way to go about that. Is this one exclusively Josephine? Well, that puts a little damper on with the things that I had planned for that. I was saving Liliana for that mission. I guess I should have checked first. Anywho, we could send Leliana to go steal those artifacts, but I think what I'll do is get her to sabotage this party. So somebody's having like a dinner and she wants to fuck it up, so then we can have Leliana just turn the lights out and turn the whole thing into a shit show.
Let's see what we
I think
have.
that sounds fun. That's the kind of prank that I think Sarah would appreciate, more so than doing like a demonstration of the Inquisition army outside, like a training exercise to make it noisy. Much better to just have the lights go out and have them all fumble around in the darkness. I trust Liliana's approach to that.
Have we smuggled the other memory crystal into Calpernia's camp?
We have. Here.
Ugh. Even honey can't sweeten philandris. I'll keep trying. You are no slave, Linnea. I'll add another spoonful myself, later.
That's proof of her being nice to her slaves, and also I guess she drinks philandris tea.
Calpernia seems to be treating her new acolytes kindly.
While I found that interesting, this is what you must hear.
Master, forgive me. I didn't expect.
The time for your ascension is. Tell me of your preparation.
They go well enough, although I'm distracted here. If I could train at the shrine.
Only Dumat's faithful may enter. Continue as before. Or would you see the Imperium's rebirth stalled by your lack of focus?
Why don't you want her to go there?
I will be ready, as the vessel, and Tevinter's champion.
Just how much training does becoming the vessel involve?
Another deflection. Why, a dwarven bauble, as if mine was miraculously returned to me. Let's give your new owner a glimpse of his fate. Venatori, we leave!
Another
That
deflection.
is all the crystal recorded before she found it.
Some tension
But
there,
I
huh?
think it may be enough. A shrine to Dumat, Corpheus said. Where Calpernia is forbidden to go.
And she seemed like she is questioning what he's hiding there too, right? The way she's like another deflection. Seems like it's not the first time they've talked about that.
Who is this Dumat that Corpheus mentioned?
An old god, worshipped in ancient Tevinter, as the Dragon of Silence. He was the first to rise as an archdemon and bring the blight. Truly a god fit for Corpheus.
I'd bet Corpheus has something in that shrine he doesn't want Calpernia to see.
I agree. There is much to gain here. Whatever Corpheus hides from his trusted lieutenant should be illuminating. Let us investigate this shrine carefully. I doubt Corpheus has left it unguarded.
The vessel and champion of Tevinter not being allowed to go to the shrine of a Tevinter god definitely seems like there is some secret and shadiness going on there, right? If she's so important to Tevinter, why isn't she allowed to partake in Tevinter religion exactly? If she's going to restore it, it's obvious that he has something in there that he doesn't want her to be privy to. Now, I wonder if we have to send her on a war table up for that, or if we can just go there outright. Hopefully we could just go there outright, because we already edited out 15 minutes there to have that first war table mission complete, so hopefully it's just a straight up grab your guns and go situation. It'll be... yeah, there it is. Investigate the Shrine of Dumat. Charter. Between research about Tevinter texts, reports recovered from the Venatori, and casual questioning of the local villagers, I believe we have tracked down the Shrine of Dumat. Unfortunately, Corpheus is diligent about keeping his secrets. The opening to the shrine is surrounded by traps of a design we've never seen before. There is no alternative. To breach the shrine, we will have to trigger the traps to learn their function. We may suffer losses, but the information inside will be invaluable. I leave it to you to choose who to send on this mission, Leliana. My agents know the risks. They are ready to clear the shrine on your command. Let's do it. Sucks that we have to sacrifice people there, but it is important. Inquisitor, as I hoped, our forces have managed to handle many of the traps surrounding the Shrine of Dumat. As I feared, we lost several good men and women in the process. Given their losses, I am withdrawing our forces and placing them in covert positions in the surrounding countryside to watch for Venatori or any additional efforts by Calpernia to breach the shrine. I suggest you approach now, and discreetly. There will be no better time, Leliana. Let us go ahead and do it. So, in that 15-minute break that I edited out, I did do some crafting for Vivian. You see Cole's card has changed now, that's his more human side. I'm curious to see how that would have looked if we made him more like a spirit. But yeah, I crafted for Vivian. I upped her crit chance a little bit. She has a new staff and some new gear. So she should do a little better for us. She shouldn't take as much damage from melee things, and she should be critting more, which helps our cooldowns. So that's like a double-triple benefit for us.
So this is the shrine Corpheus hid from Calpernia.
It is far, far too quiet. A shrine to one of the old gods. Few still exist.
And yet, here we are. Save this before we head into the Lion's Den. I'm sure there is nonsense awaiting us. Seems like I should take the side path here instead of running up the middle of the courtyard. There it is. Fade rift traps, huh? I think the slow time right there on the critical actually saved me from taking fall damage. That's interesting. I wonder if this is wave based or if it just spawns things periodically. Neither. We're just finished. Let's see if there's any codex or anything around here. I would like to learn about this place. No codex outside. Be interesting to see what the Tevinters worship and how they go about stuff like this. Plenty of demons to keep us occupied. I'll open with this. They're all so perfectly lined up. Couldn't help myself. Well, that went extraordinarily well. Opening with the mine was a good decision. Spare Demon's my favorite. Chop him down as fast as I can. Which apparently is very quickly. Happy about that. There's a demon up here, it looks like. Get over. Can't help but think about Scorpion from Mortal Kombat every time I use this build. Yeet. What are you?
Awake in a world twisted into perversion and ruin. Awake only to discover the light of wisdom has gone black. Samson has failed, but Calpernia stands ready.
Samson has failed. So presumably that's because we took the Templars from him. Was Samson going to be his champion if Calpernia hadn't... So was Calpernia messing with the mages then? He assigned Samson to the Templars and her to the mages, and because we sided with the Templars, he got screwed over.
How does this age stand such desolation? They sing to a maker who answers no prayers. Once I have ascended, I will be their answer. I will be their light.
Yeah, more of him wanting to be a god. A whole nother level of pride, right? Reach exceeding your grasp. He wants to be a living god for the world, which is the motivation all the Magisters had for entering the Fade in the first place, right? So it really shouldn't surprise you that much that he has that opinion of himself. God, I love this build. You're all having a very bad day, huh? You're gonna get the chance to be unstunned. Before we go in that door, let's go down first.
The anchor has been stolen by a stripling. I shall descend from this age. Take it back. Let us see what manner of herald this age has bred.
How did that work out for you? You lost a lot marching on Haven like that. Speaking of reach exceeding grasp.
Did the others never return from the Black City? There is no record even of our names. We are vilified by legend. They spit on our deeds and claim we brought darkness into the world. We discovered the darkness. We claimed it as our own. Let it permeate our being. If the others have not returned, they are lost. I am alone in my glory.
Meaning that the Magisters allowed themselves to be blighted. They wanted that. They took it for power. Got corrupted by accident. Founded by accident, but he makes it sound like they were quite into the idea of becoming blighted gods and heralds of the darkness. That's the way that he makes that sound. Like they just accepted the consequences. They went there for power and they took the power they found regardless. That's how he makes it sound.
Calpernia prepares to set foot in the place where regret dwells to bring it into the light. She cannot know, cannot understand. In time, she will forgive.
Cannot understand what must be done. Something to be forgiven, though. But he obviously doesn't think she'll be fond of whatever's going to happen. Step into the place where regret dwells. Very curious about what that means. Spare demons. Annoying little creatures. You die whenever you like, you know. There you go. Takes care of that.
A slave girl who burned with ignored by all save myself. A master did not see it. No one saw it. The world has gone craven and blind.
So he thinks he sees something in Calpernia that nobody else did. And yet still, he's just wantonly using her with, like, no care or regard. She will forgive in time, she will understand and all that. But we're at 5 out of 6 on his memory crystals, so I hope his last memory is behind this door. Because if not, I have no idea where it is. Save just in case this is a point of no return.
Light the burner. Add a teaspoon of cinnabar.
Good evening, Magister.
He came down in fire and splendor. Chapter 9, verse 1.
That's a spell of containment. A powerful one.
What is this? Who are you?
Magister Erasthenes, am I a scholar of Tevinter? To Corpheus I am bound to answer every question. For Calpernia's sake, I am lost.
For Calpernia's sake, huh? That seems like the Magister is not enjoying being bound by magic so much, but if he owned Calpernia, that would make him a slaver, and that he's a Magister, which makes him a blood mage. But he doesn't seem to be enjoying having magic used on him so much.
Corpheus did this to you. On Calpernia's behalf.
She knows not. I am a ruin, the jeweled husk when the butterfly leaves. I was the greatest scholar of the old gods in Minrathus. No, in the Imperium. One night, he came to my door. For my relics, I thought, my writings and runes. But instead, my slave went to his side, Calpernia, to become the vessel that saved Tevinter.
His branded slave, too, by the way, not just a slave. Not like it's a servant.
If Calpernia is this vessel, what are the contents going to be?
I do not know. Power. It must be some sort of power. Power like Earthemials, risen in flame and...
Is that why Calpernia joined Corpheus? To save your empire?
Yes, she seeks a leader, Corpheus, to shape Tevinter's rebirth. She would raise up the slaves as she was raised. Bring a new order with a heart of steel. She could do it if she were not the vessel.
Corpheus would not allow her to free slaves in Tevinter. He's an old-school Magister, and he sacrificed all of his slaves to enter the Fade in the first place. I wonder if she knows that tale about him. How he sacrificed all of his elven slaves to use their blood to go into the Fade in the first place. She seems like she cares a whole lot about the mistreatment of slaves, and yet she serves one of the people who sacrificed hundreds of them to go into the Fade for power.
Now Corpheus and Calpernia threaten us all. Stand against them. With me.
No, it is Calpernia who will be destroyed. Corpheus crafts a vessel for whatever power he seeks, yes. But he does not need his vessel to have free will. About her, these same chains will fall. Iron to cage lightning. My binding is the poor pencil sketch. Calpernia will be the masterpiece.
So he's gonna juice her up with all that power and then bind her so she'll do as she's told, which is why he doesn't want her to come here, because her old master is chained up in here.
Power without free will. That's her role as the vessel.
Yoked like a Canary mage, a Cerebus, circumscribed sycophant. This chain has broken me, friend. No wings can raise my mind.
We're not friends.
Breach the circle. Its wards will trigger. I will be dust and light. Free.
Too bad
Or
your
it will
slaves
kill
weren't
us.
free.
Corpheus is not above placing such a trap.
Corpheus' circle will hold its destruction within. Tight. Tight. No fear. Only freedom.
And what if you're useful? And what if you have more things to tell? You're bound to answer any question, right? I don't think that I am too interested in killing him. This kind of seems all a little like just desserts. A blood mage magister with slaves, now bound as a slave to Corpheus. Doesn't mean we can't come back later and do it, but I'm not sure he's had enough yet, and I'm not sure if I thought of every question that Leliana has, so I think you'll stay in here for now.
I can't waste your knowledge. Leliana should question you. My agents will secure this place. Maybe they can undo that circle somehow.
Not gonna throw away a source of information.
You would make of me what he makes of Calpernia. What shall I make of that?
Justice, just desserts. What did you make of Calpernia? He was your slave. It's he can spare me with that fucking shit, right? It's not like he's this mythical creature of honesty and freedom. It's not like a paragon of free will. You had a slave. Actively running the slave. You're just mad that somebody else took her from you and now you're one. And like, maybe I would free him in the future, but certainly not now. You might have information that I need. Kind of like how he takes slaves, right? Because they might have something that he wants or needs. Like, yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry you feel scared about that, but at the same time, like I opened with, we are not friends. I don't know you. I don't owe you. And I don't know what you know that I didn't think to ask, but Leliana will certainly think to have a lot of questions. And so that's how that is. You can beg her for your freedom once she's done asking you things that might be useful. We did miss a crystal here, right? Like, I'm not imagining that. Alright, so I actually got so paranoid about that, I went back and counted all the different memory crystals I had, and I looked up how many are in the mission proper, and it is 6. There are 6 crystals in the thing, and I counted all the ones we grabbed, and we got 6, so we are done. Are you brave enough to spawn more demons for me to kill? No, it's not. That's a shame. You know what I'm curious about? The science. Okay, she can't dispel that magic. Fair enough. I had to try. Yeah, we did get all those memory crystals. I don't know why I only counted that I had gotten 5 when we got 6, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Let's go back to Skyhold and tell Leliana that she has somebody to question. Is it the wrong thing to do to leave him as a slave and to ask him questions? Maybe. Is it necessary? Yes. And again, I'm not a spy master. Leliana is my spy master. I can't kill the most important piece of knowledge we could possibly have without running it by her first. That would be a very stupid thing to do, I think. And not only that, but it doesn't mean he's there for eternity, right? It just means that he has to endure that fate that he imposed on others a little bit longer until we're done with him. He can ask Leliana for mercy, or we can go back after the war and put an end to that. Or maybe he'll be freed, and then he'll get his freedom back by not just offing him. There's a lot there that makes me not feel too bad about that. If he didn't own slaves and he wasn't a magister, perhaps I would free him, but the fact that he owns slaves is kind of like, makes me feel like cry me a river on that.
The reports from our agents at the shrine are intriguing. You were correct. Once Calpernia becomes the vessel, she will lose her freedom. We are interrogating this Magister Erasthenes. We may learn more from him.
Thanks to Corpheus, that old Magister will tell us everything.
A refreshingly straightforward operation, yes.
Easy to interrogate someone who's not allowed to lie.
Corpheus's notes mention a place where regret dwells. That is more of a mystery. Until the notes are deciphered, I intend rumors of the binding ritual to reach Calpernia's ears.
Breaking her alliance with Corpheus can only help us.
Breaching his sanctum might give Corpheus pause, yet Calpernia is silent, as are her agents. We have given her something to think about.
Yep, I'm sure we can crack the code of that.
Did you need something?
Given that she's a freed slave, I
To your work.
doubt that she will maintain the same level of loyalty when she realizes that her destiny as the chosen vessel of Tevinter actually means the slave of Tevinter.
We don't have
Anyways, I'm not sure if any of our war table operations were completed during that. I don't think so. Just gotta collect this rash vine so that I can upgrade some of my potions. I'll go check, but I don't think any of that finished while we were busy there, so... What are we looking at? Still have an hour on that. This one still has 11 minutes. And we put somebody on something on this side. That still has 22 minutes. Alright, so yeah, we're done for now. So next episode, I will catch you with whatever happened with those. We'll set some new ones going, and then we will make a start on Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. So thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you soon with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Peace.